Sheikh Ibn Ta'illah Iskandariya, who again is a end of the 12th, beginning of the 13th century scholar from Upper Egypt in Iskandar in Alexandria. He was a scholar of many of the ulum, if not all of the ulum, especially well versed in Quran, Ashr Qira'at, and fiqh, Maliki fiqh to be precise. The other, what he's known for though, is spirituality. What he's known for is his books on akhlaq, his books on the training of the self and the attaining of praiseworthy traits and the removal of demeaning traits of the heart. And he does it by various means, various methods. The method of the Hikm, this compilation of statements, is simply statements, and they're chapterized into different categories of what he wants one to concentrate on. And as we see, as we keep reading some of them, we'll see that he's concentrating on particular aspects of the person in terms of his relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what his main focus is having the servant proceed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in which his closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blocks out or lifts the veil, in spiritual terminology, the lifting of the veil of this world, of the dunya, away from the servant, so that he's neither or she's neither confused about what they have to do, nor are they duped or deluded in thinking that their path, or thinking that they are close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when indeed they're not. And so the lifting of the veil, the terminology that they use in their books, and every science has its own terminology. Every single science that you study has its own specific terminology. The mustalah, that one has to be versed in order to understand the science itself and the people who write in the science. If one is not versed in the mustalah, in the terminology of the particular science, one may be led to wrong conclusions. One's understanding may be faulty. If one has the terminology of the books of the fuqaha, and one reads the books of the fuqaha, that terminology may not be applied to the books of aqidah. If it is, it may be, you may misunderstand something. And so the terminology is very important. So when we come to some of these hikmas, when we come to some of them that we'll do, we'll talk about some of the terminology and what they mean. We'll talk about it, we'll define it, because some of the terminology come in various parts of the hikam, or if you ever move on to study some other books of spirituality, they'll show up. So definition in Islam is very, very important. Defining something is very important. And that's in all of the sciences, not just this. In every single science, in everything that you study about the deen of Islam, if you study it formally, definition is the key to understanding what you're studying.